crossover for Black Halo. Oh my god. What?
Do not iron. No shit.
You're listening to the GGR, Geek Group Radio, from the spacious confines of the Leonard Street Labs, where we build awesome. Hi. Today's program is brought to you by my... Hi there, guys. This is Chris Boden on the GGR. Today's program is brought to you by My Mouth, with one convenient location, where we build awesome.
Parallax.
What the hell are you doing?
Parallax.
That's not parallax.
That's just moving.
That's just you being a dick.
He keeps mentioning these flash terms, and I keep using them just slightly out of context, and it's great.
You're a horrible person.
No.
Okay. Alright, what else do we need for the radio station? I am sitting in a room, much like the room you're in right now. Only mine has idiots in it.
Are you still recording?
What are you referencing?
What?
It sounds familiar.
I am sitting in a room, it is much like the room you're in right now.
Yeah, that.
Only this one is mine, or something. You don't know that?
Oh no!
Do a YouTube search on I am sitting in a room. You will learn a lot. There's a whole thing. I bet there's a Wikipedia article on it. It's a great demonstration of generational losses of linear recording media.
I've seen that. That's
This
very
makes
cool.
me think of that Creed's song.
What?
It's a song.
By Creed? Creed! Cream?
Which I'm sure she's very well accustomed to.
Yeah. Well, she's got Gideon.
That's true.
Gideon, the cream slayer. The creamsicle! Gideon and the creamsicle! There you go. Liz has
More
a
like a
hipster
strawberry.
poofty boyfriend. He's poofty.
He's so
I
poofy.
will
He
say
is-
he's poofy. He's not a hipster.
He is a pretty little hipster man.
He's a pretty man.
He's
not
a
hipster.
pretty
Go
little
to the
hipster
meanwhile
man.
and see real hipsters.
Oh
True.
no! Have you met him?
Yes.
He's a hipster.
No,
I can't get
With
the
his
nose
little.
out of my mind.
I know, but it's the hipster pants that do
I'm
it.
sorry,
for me.
Liz, but I didn't fix it. I have dreams now where the main villain is just his giant nose.
You've got Gibroni
Sorry,
making
bro.
seal noises now.
He's laughing like you. That's the same laugh you do, Chris.
Well, yeah. I never said I was cool.
Well, there's a lot about you that's nowhere near cool.
I'm okay with that. Hey! I am now officially an international crime fighter, so you can step off.
Yeah, you still don't James Bond.
Yeah!
I was just saying Captain Planet. I said that you've done nothing to save the environment, so I can't call you that.
I've done all kinds of stuff to save the environment.
And then you just...
I have recycled more in the past week than you will in your entire life. Ha!
Along with your big old
And
pile
all
of
the
tires. And
What are you, in Mbebwe now?
that's his affirmative sound. I've asked him about this many times. I'm like...
It's Ladysmith Black Jabroni over here.
No. Let him explain what that noise is.
Just explained it.
What?
Yeah, and people were talking, so again.
It's my if I agree with what was just said, depending on who said it, I'll click my tongue.
Yeah?
Sometimes I'll go, but sometimes I just click my tongue.
True story, he caused. We were making jokes when people were unloading boxes that he was going to sit on top of one of the boxes and just kind of peer over and go,
That's the call of the Jabronosaur.
It was gonna be the
No,
day-
Jabronodon.
It was
Jabronodon,
gonna
yeah.
be the day that he got back at Corey by just swooping from over the boxes and just leaping and
Well,
aiming.
now we have the mating call of the Jabronodon.
Ramadan doesn't have a mating call.
Well, it calls.
that may have
nobody
just been
answers.
the saddest thing I've
They
ever heard in my
reproduce
entire life.
asexually.
Yeah, that needs to go on the... That's one for the bench
Oh
there.
my god, does the Gibronodon have little buds coming off it? They're just like, "Ah."
God damn it! You need to see Crackle the Dragon.
Yes, I do. It's like, I just imagine him as a dinosaur walking around with just little buds popping out going, just
A dinosaur that reproduced asexually, first of all, would lay eggs. They wouldn't reproduce by budding.
You know. You were alive.
Because there are no vertebrates
You
that
weren't
reproduce.
alive however many million years ago.
No vertebrates reproduce by budding. Internet's probably going to call me out on that. But
No, I think this could be a thing. The Gibronodon actually reproduces asexually by budding.
I really want to watch that terrible Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick.
yeah.
Every time he gets like acne or a pimple now, he's just gonna think, son, just gonna touch the mirror.
Then he pops it. Oh, another abortion.
Well, no, to be fair, I think that'd be equivalent of like jerking off.
Oh. I was going to say miscarriage, but okay.
No, because that'd be an active miscarriage.
So abortion.
Yeah, but like, what do you do with the pimple? You don't like pick at it and then feel bad for a day afterwards. You pick at it and then you wipe it off on a.
Gibroni and it's one of his children.
You pick it off and then you wipe it off on a tissue. It's like jerking off. That's
I
how
always,
he jerks off.
because I've spent so much time meditating upon this fact, but I always picture Gibroni when he's jerking it. It's kind of like the Henry Rollins system with the crash helmet and the bite plate, and there's a lot of tears, and he blacks out at the end of it.
He wakes up 20 miles away.
Yeah, he wakes up like in the neighbor's lawn or something, and
That's
20 miles away with blood on his face. Because why not?
Yeah, that's it.
all right. So we've come full circle now. Do any of you have a computer that we can show a YouTube video on?
Has that been recording the whole time?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm waiting
No,
for something
the
cool to
Zoom.
happen.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Zoom is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be priceless.
Brody and I had a conversation yesterday about Jeffrey,
Jeffrey.
the Transformer.
Oh.
What?
He had heard a bit by a comedian a while ago that was, would a mentally handicapped Transformer transform into a short bus? So I elaborated on this, and I came up with the whole story in my head how...
You got like Optimus Prime and
you have like
Starscream,
Optimus
and
Prime, Starscream, Bumblebee, and then Jeffrey. And then he transforms and it's like, it's ride time. You see it, like Optimus Prime, they're all like rushing to get to his spot, and Jeffrey just behind him. I was like, come on, Jeffrey. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. I'm like a venture. They said Jeffrey to just get him like bottles of water
Why do
while
you
they
even
fight.
record stuff up here? You can never put it online.
Oh, this is totally going in today's episode. This is the best shit ever.
Why is Optimus Prime sleeping?
You should just title it, the video team is full of bastards.
Yeah.
I love my job.
And
Just fills your heart with dread and
Like-
Glee at the same time.
in the new Transformers movie, they showed what happens when you transform when someone's in a Transformer.
What happens when they do that?
Like when Bumblebee did it, he just kind of ejected Sam into the air, so he's doing this parabolic arc while Bumblebee's like punching some guy, and then he just kind of captures Sam and goes back into car mode. And
Okay.
Sam like shits his pants or something. But in my head, Jeffrey's on his way to school.
God damn you!
And Optimus is
Don't
like,
you?
we have adventure time. And he comes to the adventure
Why would-
with just blood dripping out of him.
Don't forget your helmets.
Yeah, but
Oh, no,
full of
children are
retarded
gone.
children.
Children are gone.
I just figured he'd be so oblivious. You got your helmets, what?
Starscream, make the calls.
Starscream isn't on their team. He's a Decepticon. Sorry.
Well, I don't like talking.
Speaking of Glee, actually, how's the boyfriend?
Oh, the finale ended.
Oh.
Was it someone you wanted to do it?
No, God, no. That was the worst.
Oh. Just a letdown?
The first half of the
We've
episode...
now entered territory that you have no idea what we're talking about.
I'll explain. I had heard from many people that the finale of Glee was really fucking good. Like, it made up for the entire season, and I hadn't watched since, like, the first season, so I thought it was dumb as shit. And so I gave it a chance. I was like, okay, I'll force my way through the season just so I could see the finale. So I tried watching the finale and nothing made sense. Overall, the writing was pretty bad. The moment they really clinched it for me, this is a terrible show, and I wondered why it is still on TV when Community was benched for a few months, was the Christmas episode in which one of the characters, for a Christmas present, gets them a star, like a star that they named, and the character's like, what did you name it? And the guy's like, I named it my name, and he says his name, and she's like, why? He's like, well, there's no point naming it in your name because there's already a star out there named Rachel Berry. And I'm watching this up here, and I get up and I flip a chair. I'm kicking like the wall and shit.
He was so angry.
Beyond pissed. That's the worst writing I've ever seen in a TV
What was
show.
the analogy you'd like it to watching that? Oh wait, you gotta wait.
Wait. Time is 13:58 hours, and we're here with Ynos, and he's got a big head.
Yeah.
What's up, Holmes?
Well, we're finally getting back to the Batman project, and it's all coming back together slowly. Head's cleaned up, black's cleaned up, took out the hump
Now, how'd you take out the hump?
with a file. And about 3 hours of sitting there and file it and measure it and file it and measure it and file it and measure it,
And now it's flat,
and now it's flat.
or at least reasonably flat.
Pretty damn close.
Okay.
So
What'd the final feeler gauge test come out at?
the best, I couldn't get anything in there. The worst was .0012.
Oh, we can live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's flat enough for this operation here. And you did both sides? You did the head and the block?
Yes.
Okay.
Had to.
And now we have a nice Happy New head gasket, which is blue, so you know it's cool.
Yep.
Alright, so now you're going to put the head in?
Now we're going to put it back in.
Alright, and we have the time-lapse cameras rolling. There's one up there, hidden away. And I'll see if I can get the video guys to get another time-lapse camera down on this as
Alright.
well. Alright, cool. Well, rock out, put it in there.
Yep.
This is what all the world is waiting to see. Just make sure you put it in, like, facing the right way.
Because it would make it really hard to hook it up to the
Exhaust without the exhaust.
Could be fine.
Yeah.
You just hook it to the intake side. It'll be fine.
intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust.
Yeah, be alright.
They're all on the same side.
Oh, okay.
Which
Alright, well just hoist that little itty bitty piece of metal up and toss it right in there like it ain't nothing.
That's what we gotta try and do.
we need
Last time
we need a receiver. Why don't you hop up there and help locate it? Because you're the little guy.
You need McPhee.
No.
we need a
A
little
bunch
guy.
of your viewers need McPhee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just need a little fucker to get
We
in
need a
there.
little guy. It's you don't have to do the lifting. You just have to guide it.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Alright, here, you hold the camera and I'll climb in and guide it. I'm just having some tears.
At least they're not mine.
You're gonna drop that damn thing on my foot. I see how this goes. Alright, where do you want me?
That works.
That works? Alright, what am I doing?
I am going to slide this in. We
I'm
need to
guessing
line.
we want the... Is there like a pin we can put in this? Like to drop that on? That'll hold this in position or something?
No, no.
There's head bolts that we drop in there, and
Do the head bolts go down this way?
Yes.
Can we thread them in? Can we thread in like 4 head bolts to keep this from sliding around and then drop that down on it?
no.
Why not?
They're bolts that go through.
It's not
They're
a
not
stud.
studs.
All right. Do it.
Do it now.
There ain't a damn thing to sit on.
Just make sure you don't make contact with the battery terminals.
Nothing. I ain't worried about that.
You want to grab it here and here?
Oh, now I'm grabbing things.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're
You gotta
guiding
guide it.
You got to guide me back to the center there. Oh,
This'll be a trap.
this is wonderful.
All right, you ready? Hang on, let me get a hand in it. All right, I got it.
Passed him off.
Good enough. Oh, nasty.
It's hot, isn't it?
Oh man,
Well, I got to figure, do I give you dick or ass? I'm going with ass. Yeah, all right.
just when I need a human centipede moment.
Now, how do we know if we're lined up in the right spot?
We grab some.
We're not.
We're not.
No,
Okay.
we're gonna drop the bolts down in there
But how do we line up the gasket?
with our fingers.
Okay.
It takes a little doing, but the hard part's done. So.
Okay, well,
Yeah, the
Happy
heavy
to
bit
help.
is done.
Thanks for being the little guy.
I'm always proud to be the little
Oh,
guy.
that's my coat. I don't know why it's in here. I'm gonna do that to my coat. Alright, so the right side is the right side, and from right to left is, 1 through
The right side from the driver's perspective, or
All
the
right,
right
when you're
side
looking
from
at
the-
it, it's right, and then you look at it, it's right. That's Eakin's setup.
Right.
I'm not saying a damn.
This
Right is from the driver's perspective when talking about cars.
Right.
That's just how it is, yo. Yeah.
Now we can
Fumbling with greasy fingers and greasy bolts. We need a parts washer.
Okay. Tell him to donate a parts washer.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I? If anyone has a parts washer laying around that they're not using, send it here, would you?
Not for nothing. Are all those bolts the same, or do those bolts have to go back into specific
That's
holes?
what he's doing.
Yep. The one that I dropped
Yeah.
came from the middle of my hand. I had them 1, 2, 3.
System.
Yeah.
Okay.
God bless Eakin. I really can't blame the guy though. You know, he was here
He did the
till
work.
he was here
Yeah,
till
He did
midnight.
the work. I ain't giving him any shit. He was here. Decisions are made by those that show up. What are these things here? This circle thing.
Those are... They had to make holes for the water jacket in the head for the cooling lines.
Okay.
They have to cap off the holes because they can't machine.
Okay.
They
that makes
can't
sense.
cast holes like
Yeah.
that. So. All right.
Now?
Now
We got it in so the bolts kind of drop into place.
Well, we gotta line the blue thing up and get the gasket happy and all that jazz. Alright, what do you want me to do?
lift straight up. Slide back towards the back.
Okay.
And I'm on the gasket here.
Okay. It felt right. But not completely right. Feels kind of right.
I'm in the holes here. Now we have to do the same thing back there.
Okay. Should I move?
No, that's you.
That's
Oh, that's all me?
That's all you.
Okay. I'm a graceful little butterfly!
Well, after 12 years of gymnast, I would assume so.
6 years.
6 years.
And that was
you'll fall through.
12
on
years
that.
ago. Can I not stand on that?
I wouldn't.
Ah,
But-
I'm fine.
But I got 100 pounds on
yeah,
me, so.
yeah. I'm not a fat bastard like you are. All right.
I was standing on it earlier.
I'm going to lift it. You're going to steer it, okay?
I think. Yep, we're catching threads.
Are you?
Yep. Can't pull up.
All right, cool. Oh, we got that.
Alright, so now it's time to get the fancy schmancy socket set out here and put this bitch back together.
Yep. And torque wrench.
Somebody give me a ride.
You want a clean one?
Yeah.
Go to the store and get some.
Your mother. Oh, yeah, thanks.
Now you're a real mechanic.
I'm about as good a mechanic as I am a carpenter.
I've seen you assemble wood. Not so pretty.
I just can't work under these conditions. There's dirt and oil and it's all gritty.
Here, honey, let me help you out.
Oh, really? I thought you said you were a fan of the Jersey plunge.
No, I don't even want to know. I'm just going to let that go. 'Cause there's like 3 different directions that could go and I don't want a piece of any of them.
No, you don't. All right. Let's get back to it, Batman.
Alright.
Ready?
Were you able to find the right spec?
Yeah, we had to Google it. It wasn't in the book.
That's like the one thing I bought the book
Yeah. Okay. That's my click. Alright guys, time is 1700 hours, and this is a really cool thing called a torque wrench, which I've never really gotten to teach you guys about. It's kind of cool. What a torque wrench is it works like a regular wrench, only this part, there's a little pivot right here, and there's a micrometer adjustment on this end, which right now is set to 55 pounds, and this is a foot-pound. So when you put it on here, like we'll put it on this bolt here, as you pull on the wrench, because this is so comfortable, it will, when it gets to the prescribed torque, you'll see the handle will pivot and it'll make a clicking noise. Here, I'll try and do it over here so you guys can see it. Okay, now watch. That's a really uncomfortable position. You gotta be careful not to turn the handle when you do this. I'm just gonna move over here. Yeah, it'd be nice if it had a lock. It doesn't. That might be a lock. No, that's not a lock. Alright.
Do we want to try this over?
Okay. There, hear that? Now watch, you'll hear it and you'll see it. That little click means that you're there. So now we're going to this one. Oh, no, I gotta go back to the back. Get a marker or something that makes a little dot on the head when I get that head. So you have to do these to a very specific torque, 3 different torques. You have to bring it up slow, and you have to do them in a special order. So that the head goes on and stays perfectly flat. There. So we're there. And now we go to here. On this end. Got that one. Okay. Now we go back. Engine acrobatics. Back over here. Ah! And then we're back here. We're here. Working on the rebirth. Yeah. We got the new head gasket in, now we're torquing it down with our nifty new Kobalt Torque Wrench. Alright, here.
Have you already done?
I've done these 2 and these 2.
Alright. Have you done the back 4?
Duh. I always go back 1 and check it. Okay. And we're out here. And then we're here.
First round.
That's the first round. What's the next one?
60.
Okay, now we take this. Here's our micrometer adjustment. We can see 60. These are our 10s and these are our singles. Okay, back up a little. Now I'm going to bring this around. We'll bring that right on up. And that's 60. And we do that whole damn thing again. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
That's already there. 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 Next.
Stick the. It's on your phone. I think it's
On my phone. Oh, look at my
to your
phone. Well, okay. Here. 85. 80. Jesus.
Does it go up that high?
Yeah, it goes up that high. I don't know if my ass goes up that high, but I'll give it a shot. 85. Wow. All right, 85. That's gonna hurt. It was 50, then 60, then 85.
65. But 60s. Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Now you're working for it. Ah! That's in. That's all the lead I got in my ass, I'm telling you. Here, pull on that. Yeah. It's... And back to the corner. You gotta pull on that one. Make sure those are on. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh, hang on. Got it! Ah!
Congratulations, Mr. Boden. You've torqued your first big head.
Torqued a big head. I'm a manly man with a mighty wrench. Ah, that's really cool. I've never gotten to use one before to do a head.
No?
I've used a torque wrench. I've used one of these on my drums. One of the electronic ones.
Okay.
The GM plant. Yeah. $10,000 torque wrench to tune my drums. But I've never gotten to use one. I've never done this before. It's kind of cool. I feel like a real man now. I need a beer, and I need to watch football or something.
Wrestling.
God no. Oh. All right. More as it happens. So Batman,
Yeah.
I'm getting angry emails from the Italians.
It's the Italian.
Yeah, like from Italy. You know why?
Not New York Italian.
Not some guy from Brooklyn, but like actually from Italy.
Yeah.
I'm getting angry emails. Because the zero smoke people are based out of Italy.
Yeah.
Because pseudoscience knows no boundaries.
Right.
And they're pissed.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is what they're telling me. They sent 2,000 finished zero smoke things to the U.S. for like marketing here, test marketing or something. Well, we have a lot more than 2,000. I mean, hell, there's over 2,000 in that box right there.
Yeah.
Right? So they're like, these ain't ours, these are fraud. Rah, 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 rah. So it turns out, not only are these bullshit, these are bullshit.
Yeah. Bullshit,
And the real bullshit artists are pissed, and they're talking about how they might want to sue me if I don't stop saying that their bullshit product is bullshit.
Sue you for what? Your Bluetooth?
Yeah, I know. It's like, what are you gonna get from me? You guys obviously don't understand how much money I make a month. But I'm like, hey, this is cool. I'm okay with that. Bring it. I got a cool lawyer that loves us.
Right.
And it turns out, this is the story as I've got it. Now this is not confirmed. I've only heard this from one source, but he's a pretty reliable guy. What happened was, these are fraudulently made zero smoke products. And the guy at the top of the fraud is Don King. The boxing, Don. This man can't be beaten. Don King. So I don't know if that's true or not, and Don King's lawyer is going to be commenting in 30 seconds, I'm sure. But yeah, we have bullshit. And they said if I did anything to sell these or put these back into circulation, that they would come after me with a big, giant bullshit lawsuit, which I think is hilarious.
So we're all just full of bullshit.
And the bullshit is like, what, knee-high around here right now.
Knee high. Look behind you.
So
You gotta remember, your knee high is like ankle deep for me. 'Cause you're
Why you
tiny.
gotta be like that? I'm not tiny, I'm 5'10".
You're tiny.
I'm 5'10".
You're tiny compared to
I'm taller than Kirk.
Kurt.
Captain Kirk.
Oh. Well, I give a shit about Captain Kurt.
Well, I have to compare myself. It's a captain pissing contest.
Oh, right.
I don't know. So that's what's up. My day started with angry emails and threats of lawsuit from the Italians. I just thought that was funny. So you know what this means? I am now officially an international crime fighter. I'm putting that on my resume, that I am an international crime fighter. I'm now an international crime fighter. I'm battling bullshit across 2 continents.
All right.
3 for all our cool Australian members out there. You know what just happened again?
What?
Kidwell came to town.
Yeah.
We had a Kidwell weekend.
Yeah.
Still didn't do the watch thing.
Oh, your viewer watch.
I know, this is bugging me. It's really bugging
I
me.
thought you got that done like a year ago.
No, it was supposed to be like February 1st, I think.
Something like that.
Now we're coming up on the end of March, and I still haven't done it. I suck. I'm a horrible viewer response person.
Procrastinate too much.
So you do that Russian thing, and all I think of is FPS Russian. You know he's actually not Russian. He's from North Carolina. Yeah.
The first play I
But
was
he's
ever...
got a shtick, and it's his thing.
The first play I was ever in, I was freshman year, I played a Russian prisoner of war or something like that.
I played Herod.
Oh yeah.
You are the Christ, you're the great Jesus
Little
Christ.
scrawny shit like you played
Yeah.
Herod.
Prove to me that you are divine. Change this water into wine. That's all you need do, and I'll know it's all true. Shut up. Shut up. He was gay. I played it up.
I know. All I can picture is the character from the actual movie, and I'm just seeing you with a big Jufro and...
At the time, I did have big hair. It was long hair, though. Yeah. And the next year, I did Jesus. Totally different school. You know how I got to Jesus? I was the only guy in the whole room that could go, why would you want to know? That's it. That's all. I had long hair. I was a skinny white guy, and I could hit that note.
Gibroni, do you need something?
And now you know way more than you ever wanted to know. And no, I'm not gay. I did musical theater and gymnastics for years, and I'm actually straight.
So they say.
Don't tease me. All right, I may be a little gay, but just for you and Gibroni.
All right.
I love that man!
I would go, the shirt he's wearing, I'd go gay for him.
Should I move the balloon over there again?
You can do anything you want.
It's watching the
As long as there's one camera on that, I don't care.
Oh, you want one camera on?
I want one camera on that because he's working on that.
Okay. Just going back and forth a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Half an hour.
At work.
Why would you want to know? Don't you mind about tomorrow? Sorry, now I got that stuck in my head.
Fighting.
What's the buzz? Tell me what the hell.
See, now we're gonna have the
See,
radio
I have
station playing that all day tomorrow.
So I have a brother with Down syndrome who loves musical stuff, anything musical. He likes to
Yeah,
sing
so
along
he'll
with
sit there and
can
watch
probably-
JCS like 50 times straight
it. Yeah, that's
and
exactly
be
the
okay
problem.
with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was exactly. the
Everybody
problem.
else in the house wants to kill themselves because, I mean, this is Weber.
Right.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, who put the Jesus Christ in Superstar. Love my job!
At least I had a token black guy.
I think that was Grady Tate in the movie. Who actually, the best thing I've ever heard that he did a version of Work Song that actually sounds like it should.
Yeah.
Because work songs are pretty popular. Here's your learning process for the day, or your homework project. There's a very famous jazz song called Work Song. And it's actually a really depressing song.
Yeah.
Grady Tate does it right. It's about a guy who gets arrested, and he's like stealing food, he's stealing a loaf of bread or something to feed his family. And he goes to prison for it, and it's this whole thing. He ends up on a chain gang. But you hear the jazz version, and it's totally different. It's dumb. It's terrible. Grady Tate does it. It's like, breaking rocks out here on the chain gang. Breaking rocks and serving my time. Breaking up big rocks out here on the chain gang. 'Cause I've been convicted of a crime. And it's this whole, it's like a spiritual soul thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, you hear the jazz version of it, it's like, breaking up big rocks out here on the chain gang, breaking up big rocks and serving my time. It's just so bad. It's
We need to come up with a chain gang song for this. Just, you know,
it's like
so-
trying to, it's like if Laurel and Hardy, or it's like if the Three Stooges tried to recreate the end of Marley and Me. It's just wrong. It's, yeah. There's your mental picture.
Marley.
Your dog's dead. Sorry, spoiled the movie for everybody. Dog dies. Dog dies in the end of Rin Tin Tin too, I think.
And Old Yeller.
And Old Yeller, that's the one I was thinking, Old Yeller. Yeah, dog dies in the end.
Shane's-
Bambi's mom dies.
Shane's dead as the boys yelling at him.
Yeah, Shane's dead. And
Lassie dies.
Lassie
not in the
died
movie,
like
but
8
yeah.
times.
Homeward Bound. He doesn't die, but they make you seem like he's gonna die.
Yeah.
That
Bolt!
was
He comes home.
That's.
I
But
like
he was
Bolt.
played by John Travolta.
Doesn't look important.
This is what happens when a house tries and bully Gibroni. Gibroni rage! You having fun, Liz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You opened yesterday, window.
So we're at Geek House 5 right now. This is the Geek House 5 project, which is well underway. You can see, well, you can see through walls, which is kind of a thing. They've got a hell of a start on things. We're getting it all cleaned out. What?
Snag.
The radiator?
Is that what that's called?
Yes, that's a radiator. Jabroni,
Yeah.
you can take it out.
How?
It's probably made out of cast iron. If you smack it with a hammer, it'll break.
I don't think that's true.
Or you can get a couple buddies, cut the big pipes on the bottom, and throw it out the window, and when it hits the ground, it will break. Just don't drop it on a neighborhood kid. That would be bad.
We have a welcome party.
Brony rage.
Oh.
Jabroni,
Yeah.
you can take ceiling out too.
Yeah, you mentioned that, but it's, above us.
Yeah,
We have little hands.
it takes doing.
There are going to be people, right?
Yes, there are. Also, I'm going to get you guys a bunch of buckets so that we can start piling this up and hauling it out.
Tell
Yeah.
someone to bring decent mass.
Yeah, we
That don't
both
break
tried
when
to
you try
bring
and-
that, so we bring snacks.
So, go get better mass.
All that was in the drawer was those little paper ones.
Alright, we'll get you some better mass. So you need dust mask, buckets, brooms. What else?
Bigger hammer maybe.
Bigger
I
hammer.
don't know if there are any more gypsum drywall walls, but
Where did you have a gypsum drywall wall?
this one. It's still
That
there.
one? That's because that wall isn't original.
Yeah.
You can
They
tell
built right
because
over
there's...
the slats.
Yeah, they built it right over there. Alright, well that's cool.
That one's hard to kick through.